This is pretty much the incredible part. Now this is the Midicon 85mm f1.2 on a Metabones stuck on the Fujifilm X-T2. Now, in talking about this lens on the Fujifilm, most people would yawn because it's a manual focus lens, right? Rather, this lens is extremely heavy, by the way. If, however, Fujifilm, I did black out the Fuji logo. I went stealth with the X-T2, huh? If, however, tomorrow Fujifilm said, hey, we're coming out with an 85mm f1.2, oh my god, which should be in a crop format, the equivalent of field of view of 127mm, perfect for headshots, basically 130mm. But it'll be a manual focus only lens, so it'll be, you don't need speed for portraiture or headshots. You just don't. With focus peaking, because f1.2, this is a Nikon mount, f1.4, f1.2, forget about it. I've got better manual focusing skills than most people. This is an exercise in exhaustion and futility, and I knew that would be the case on the Nikon, any Nikon. On the Fuji, boom. Right there with peaking. If Fuji came out tomorrow and said, we're going to bring out an 85mm, hold on, it's going to be an f1.2, but it will be a manual focus lens. People would line up to buy it. They would pre-order the hell out of this lens. But in talking about this lens, since it's an Nikon mount, and I've got an adapter here, people kind of roll their eyes and yawn. This lens on the Fujifilm X-T2 is incredible. It's also incredible on the GFX. It does have some vignetting, but if I stick it in a different aspect ratio, where I still get 45 megapixels instead of 51, so what? Awesome. I mean, we're talking about a GFX lens. It's an 85mm f1.2. Insane shallow depth of field. Focus peaking? Not a problem. So, you see the discrepancy? This is where Fujifilm users are a little bit, don't take this personally, a little bit on the stupid side. If Fuji made this lens and it didn't have an adapter, well, basically it would have an adapter, it'd just be built in. They'd pre-order the hell out of it, but, me talking about this lens being awesome on the X-T2, people are like, yeah, it's an adapted lens. There's no difference. The only thing that matters is the image that is dropped on these two little meow right over here SD cards. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter whether it's an adapted lens or not. Look at this. Isn't that something? Oh my god. It doesn't come with this lens hood. That's actually a Nikon lens hood for an 85mm 1.4. And by the way, I haven't done the review yet on this lens, but it has much less chromatic aberration than the incredibly expensive Carl Zeiss Planar 85mm 1.4. Yeah, it renders better. This lens renders better than the Carl Zeiss. Believe it or not, it does. Oh yes. Steve Huff reported that this lens was sharper than the Zeiss Batis also. He's got test samples up on his website, so just think about that, huh? Does it have to be made by Fujifilm for you to enjoy an awesome lens on your Fujifilm? Point, mark, and set. Thanks for watching. Bye.